Do you sometimes feel stressed because you don't know where to start? You have so many things to do but don't have time? But when you begin doing your work, you get distracted very easily using social media such as TikTok. Or in other words, let's just say that you are a procrastinator. Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Marbella Ramos, and in this video I'll be giving some tips and advice on how to be a productive person and also how to have a good time management. We're entering in 2023 and many people are setting new goals for this new year, and I think this is the best moment to talk about how to be productive and also how to have good time management. In my channel, I really focus on how to learn languages and how languages are beneficial for all the people, but also to incorporate languages in our lives, we need to have good time management and also be productive with other things that we have, because obviously many people have other things to do such as school, work, and they also need to make time for that. So in this video I'll be giving some tips, and without further ado, let's get started. Tip number one to be a productive person and also to have a good time management so you could accomplish your goals is to have a list of the tasks that you want to accomplish by the end of the day. I recommend you actually dedicating some time of your day to write the tasks that you need to accomplish, so you cannot have it at the top of the head. If you have things at the top of the head, you will not remember everything. So I recommend you having a list and actually writing them down in a specific notebook or writing it down in a laptop or a phone, so something that could actually remind you the things that you need to accomplish for that day. If you have a notebook, I recommend you actually taking it with you so you can actually remember, because if you leave it in a specific place, if you leave it just in your room and never check it again, you will forget the things that you need to accomplish. So I recommend you actually taking it with you when you are completing your task. It's me to tip number two, and it's to set your priorities. When writing it in a notebook, I recommend you setting your priorities to the things that are very important to the least important. When writing the things that are very important, it will make you understand that the top priorities are the ones that you need to accomplish and that they are very important, so you need to accomplish them by the end of the day. I recommend you doing the most important things first and actually taking your time and focusing on that specific task. Don't leave that at the end of the day and be rushing through it. Actually focus and take your time, because if you rush through things, at the end the outcome will not be the best. So actually focus and take your time so the outcome will be a good one. So if you actually have some priorities, leave it at the top and don't leave it at the last moment. Tip number three, and this may sound a little strange, but I think that for me it's a little helpful, and it's to know how much time you spend in completing your task. There are tasks that you actually do regularly, such as chores or homework or maybe things for your job, and sometimes you usually take about the same amount of time to complete those tasks. So check how much time you actually spend in doing that specific task, and when you know how much time you actually spend in a specific task, you will know how much time will be left to complete the other task and how much time will be left for you to have a break and have some time for yourself. So I think that knowing how much time you actually spend in a specific task will make you understand which ones are taking more time and which task will take you less time. I think that knowing how much time you usually take to complete a job or to complete a task, it's quite important, so you can know how much time you will have for the other task. If you actually want to spend like 5 hours in completing all your tasks, you will know how much time will be left when you complete only 1 or 2 of them. So keep that in mind. And now let's go to tip number 4, but don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification so you could be one of the first people to watch my videos. As I said before, my main focus is about languages, and also I do a little bit of blogs. I haven't done any recently because I just don't know what to blog about, but also I'm giving tips of productivity and also time management. So I think that I'm kind of everywhere, but let's keep going with tip number 4. Tip number 4 and tip number 5, I think they go in hand, and tip number 4 is set a timer, and tip number 5 is to take breaks. When you are doing a work, it's not recommended to spend all your energy in one specific job, or don't spend a lot of time in just one specific task. If you use all your energy in only one specific task, and then later you will not feel very motivated to continue doing the rest of your job. So I recommend you setting a timer. You need to know how much actually you can spend in actually doing your work and how much time you could actually focus in your work. For me, I take 45 minutes to study because I feel like the first 15 minutes I just don't feel very motivated, and it's hard for me in the first 15 minutes to focus. After the 15 minutes, I actually focus on my work and actually complete it. And I usually take 5 minutes of break because I feel like if I take more than 5 minutes, I will lose my motivation to continue. So it depends on how you do it and how your motivation is. So if you like to set a 25-minute timer and 10-minute breaks, that's okay, but don't pass the 15-minute breaks. If you pass 15 minutes, you will not want to continue later on. And when you have breaks, don't be craving for food, don't be using phone, because they will later on cause you to lose motivation. If you use your devices during your break, when it's time to go back to do your work, you will not feel motivated to continue. You will still want to be using TikTok, you will still be wanting to use Netflix, and if you be going downstairs and getting food, you will not really feel motivated to continue because you will feel lazy after eating. So I recommend you doing something productive, something helpful, something that makes you get relaxed, such as meditation or some reading a book, but don't use your devices or go downstairs and go eat food. And let's go to tip number 6. Tip number 6. Tip number 6. And it's to get rid of all distractions. Distractions are the main cause of a person to lose motivation. You need to find a way to get rid of all distractions, and I think the main distraction is technology, devices, phone, laptop, everything that is related to technology. It causes you to lose focus, and it's because there are many social medias, there are many things that actually captivate our sight, but it's hard to get rid of. And many people also listen to music while studying, and I'm those kind of people, and I only use it because that's the only way I could focus. And if you listen to music while studying, try to find a way not to get the computer or your phone to do something that is not related of your task. It could be tough in the beginning, but if you actually get rid of all distractions, you're gonna accomplish your goal and actually make your task be completed and not procrastinate at the end. So get rid of all devices, turn on the do not disturb button from your phones and your computers, but just find a way to not get distracted. If you have a specific place to study, I usually study in my room, find that place just to study. Don't get distracted, because if you get distracted, you will lose your motivation. So find a way to not use your devices, find a way to not get distracted. And this doesn't, I could just give you the tips, but you need to do the work. I just give tips, but you need to actually find a way to focus in your task and accomplish them. And many people have goals, as I said before, and to accomplish those goals, you need to get rid of distractions. You just need to find a way to not disconnect yourself from your main goal. And so try to find a way to not get distracted. don't use your phone. If you need to listen to music, but don't use it for anything else rather than listening to music. So let's continue to tip number 7, and I think that's the last one. Tip number 7, and this is the final one, and it's to take things one step at a time. Yes, don't be harsh on yourself. If you didn't completed a task that you wanted to complete, don't worry. There's another day. Don't worry. You could complete it later, but don't be harsh on yourself. If you have many things to do, you will feel stressed and overwhelmed, and then you will lose motivation. So take things one step at a time. If you have homework for students, do the day after, but if you have homework that is due 1 week after, like for example, my physics teacher give us homework and he give us 1 week to complete it. So usually he give us like 13 questions, so I usually answer like 2 or 3 questions a day and take things step by step. Take baby steps. Don't take everything all in once. Take things one by one and don't feel overwhelmed. Don't pressure yourself. Take things by small steps and then you will reach your goal. You need to start from 0, so you need to take things very slowly and be patient. And being patient is one of the main things that you need when you are trying to accomplish your goals and your tasks. So take baby steps. Don't be harsh on yourself. Take things one at a time, step by step, and if you actually do that, you will accomplish your goal. You will actually feel relief and you will be successful. And this is the end of my video, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, again, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you can be one of the first people to watch my videos. As I said before, I am a person that focuses on how to learn languages. I currently speak 4 languages, but I'm learning a couple of other more. In the next video, I'll be talking about my goals, languages specifically, and what I'm planning to do for 2023. So stay tuned. Again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and thank you guys, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.